Welcome to our first video, the FAQs on hypnotic age regression. So this is like an add-on to our 6 video series on the principles of hypnotic age regression or regression to cause. In this first video, we want to talk about a very common question, which is there a difference between past life regression and I'll call it so-called normal age regression or regression to cause.
Regression in this life.
Yeah, regression in this life. So what do we think, Mike? First of all, let's talk about wherever you want to go with this.
We don't teach past life regression. I know a lot of people do. But what we do teach is regression to cause in this life. It doesn't really matter because it's the same method to get to the trauma. If you're going back to the initial sensitizing event through one of the methods we've taught, like affect bridge or whatever, the person suddenly winds up in a past life. It's still the same method to get them there. Now, whether it's real or not is irrelevant. It's their model of the world, but the process is exactly the same.
And that's why we always say use principles rather than scripts in hypnosis. So the principle here, as we taught in the 6 video series, the principle of hypnotic age regression, regression to cause, if you bring someone back to the initial sensitizing event, putting in air quotes there, I don't know why.
I don't either.
And they end up in the 1800s or something, what are you going to do? And you didn't expect that. You're thinking you're doing age regression.
Back to now when there's antibiotics and good dentistry.
So no, honestly, so you think you're doing age regression.
Right, and you suddenly,
take the person back.
They're walking through London, Whitechapel in a rainy night and they're Jack the Ripper or something. Now, first of all, we have zero interest in the validity of this. It just doesn't matter. What matters is this is what the subject has presented.
Right.
So it's true for them. Remember, we don't really address any of these things. We're addressing the subject's ideas about these things, their recall and so on. So if the person thinks they were in, 1800s London, England, then we're going to go with that, whether we believe it or not.
And who are we to say that they're right or that they're wrong?
It's irrelevant to the whole thing. The bottom line is it's the client's model of the world. If their model says they were in a past life when this happened, we don't blink. We just, let's run the program there instead of in present time.
So the bottom line is honor your client's model of the world. You'll get better rapport, you'll get better change work, and that is our official answer to the question, is there a difference between past life regression versus age regression in
Same
hypnosis?
process. And if they go back and think they were Jack the Ripper, they weren't. Because I was.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, make sure you subscribe to our videos on YouTube and ring that bell that shows up after you hit the subscription button so you'll always be notified. And check the description for links to our Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy training. I am Chris Thompson.
I'm Mike Mandel.
He's Mike Mandel. And we love teaching hypnosis. Thanks again, and
good night.